So far, we've been in school this is our 3rd week, and already I can tell by being here just what we can do with collaboration, with helping them with executive functioning skills, helping them get pencil back on paper is so helpful for them. One goal I have is taking some of the strategies, the AVID strategies, school-wide, and seeing it in every classroom. What it would look like is having our site team take the strategies back to the classrooms and seeing that consistently throughout the school. The power of what AVID brings school-wide goes through every facet of how a school operates. So it's from the leadership, from our instructional practices, from the culture within the school, spreading that message of the importance of college readiness, and also just the AVID's mission, which is preparing students for a global society, whether it's trade school, a job in the future, and making sure they have those skills that are needed.
I've been teaching here at First Flight Middle School for 22 years now, and I've been with the AVID program for 15 or 16 years. I found it to be probably one of the most powerful programs to help the kids not only get ready for college, but just to do better with their organization and just about anything they would want to go into. My daughter was in AVID. She's now in her 1st year of college, and it was amazing how prepared she is, one, going, and also just the schools. She applied to 7 different schools, and AVID helps them apply, and she got accepted to all of them. And on top of that, they gave her a lot of financial aid because they saw that she's a dedicated student and she had been through this program for so long.
So some examples that I can envision, and some of our teachers are already doing now, AVID calls it Wicker. And Wicker has to do with reading, writing, how we face inquiry, which is questioning and problem solving. Also our organizational skills, so how we do note-taking, how we keep our binders or things organized, and also those collaborative structures, which are so important for students to be able to work in a team, to talk to each other, express their views, and also maybe deal with opinions contrary to what they believe.
One of the great AVID strategies that I like to incorporate in my classes is Cornell note-taking. We call them C notes for short. And it's a note-taking strategy that developed out of Cornell University, and they proved to be a great way to help students organize information and recall what they wrote when they go back to study later on.
One strategy that I like, especially reading stories or working through a text that we're reading, is working in collaborative groups so that students are able to talk and discuss certain elements of the text or the story, as well as using graphic organizers to take notes and really pull out the important parts of a story or a text so that they are able to synthesize that information and have a really good understanding of the text and build their overall comprehension.
We are practicing lots of AVID strategies this year, and one that we just did this week is called Think, Pair, Share. And the students were given a word. They had to write down everything they could remember about that word. It was one of their vocabulary words. And then they got into a partner situation where they shared with their partner. Partner had to listen. We talked about listening skills, and then they switched. And then when we were done with that, they had to share with the whole class. But the big kicker was that their list started out small when they were doing their own thinking. As they shared and listened, their list grew and their knowledge grew.
So I have seen other schools and the success that AVID has in those schools, and my dream is to make sure that we have the opportunity for all of our students here at First Flight Middle and also throughout Dare County to be able to have the opportunity to close that achievement gap using and through the lens of AVID and what it has to offer.